Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
welcome everyone to I don't know what to call this. I was gonna prepare movie madness, and then I saw the Jeremy video about Twitter banning Anna. Sometimes things just work out. If you get banned from Twitter and you're a twit and that's all you do, take a break. What are they gonna say? This was originally gonna be well, first I was working on movie madness, okay? And then I was working on the Anna thing. I'm going to have to do This Day in Menace or This Day in Comicsgate or War Campaign or Fail Campaign. Fail Little Caesar's hot and ready bullshit. And all the fail that goes on the internet. I call them, they call me the maxi pad. I say Little Caesar needs to smack at the pens on those incontinent backholes that all they do is crap on the internet everywhere. Smack at the pen. Do you have freedom of speech? Depends on how you use it. Am I an SJW? No. Am I an anti-comicsgate? I'm just anti backhole and a-hole. And if you are one, I'm going to call you out on it. And I'm not against free speech. And I'm just exercising my free speech to say yours consists of nothing valuable. I haven't heard anything. And I'm going to talk about my man Angus that's talking out his backside too on my last video. No, gloves are off for the Angus. He can't give an argument without saying, "Where's your balls?" or something like that. Okay. I gave some heat and he said, "Well, we do charity. We do charity." Yes. If I get banned from Twitter, I'll just be like, okay. See you next week. How does these fandoms spin it? They're attacking our business if we can't be on Twitter. Get the twits out of here. Hey Bianca. Oh, hey Yovarods. Hey Yovarods, I'm serious. I need you to talk to Girls with Sabers because that is Boshti's. She would be like fangirling all over the place if we got them to collab. Please, I need your help because they might be a little bit weary of this madman, especially after this video. So it's up to you, Yovarods. It's up to you. So there's like too much that I don't know where to start. I didn't even tweet out the video. Give me a second to tweet out the video. Am I mad? Am I mad as hell? No, it's hilarious. They got nothing else to say except, hey, Snow, I think Kermit called me his YouTube mom last night. He called me a crybaby. I saw a lot of crying. They're still crying about me. I'm still getting it. They're still calling me Maxi Pad. And then Angus tweets out charity. Okay. Point on the virtue board for virtue signal about your charity. What does that have to? I got to do it. You're right. Hold on a second. Stay with me. I could do a whole video on twits. On the twits I got today. I had some fun. I wasn't struggling. They're calling me an idiot and a maxi pad. You think I care? I'm on YouTube. I do not care. If I get banned from Twitter, I'll be like, okay, I'll see you next week. I don't, and I haven't been banned yet. I've been blocked by a few. Ethan still follows me. And so does Jeremy. And am I giving up on that finals hater stream? I'm going to call it the Whammon stream. We're going to talk about Whammon because that's what he loves to talk about 24/7. He likes to have Whammon on his team. So I'm going to talk about it. Will he back down and not keep his word about coming on my channel one last time because of the heat? Is he going to back down because I'm throwing heat? Because I'm throwing fire? And yes, we went to Firestarter. What? Yeah, you're right. Angus was my charity and no longer. I've canceled that charity case. He's on his own. Angus is the charity. Yes. No longer. That's why I never. Hey, you know why I never wrenched him? It was a good decision. All right. Yeah, I got a lot of tweets today, and some from the con artist himself. All right. Okay, you have a charity. Bianca, I was starting to watch your video. I see you also want people to send you free comics and other things. Hey, that's yeah. Um, I I don't get how these internet alpha dogs. Do you know, are these internet alpha dogs that constantly have to be on the internet, that when they get banned, they cry about it? And they're talking about me tonight constantly. I'll share you a little bit. They're still saying it. Ethan said, "Stop crying about war campaign. You're a grown man." And I responded, "What the hell are you talking about, Little Caesar? Isn't it Crybaby Live for the past year? Isn't it that why your movement has stalled?" And people say I don't know what I'm talking about. I followed this dude way before most have subscribed and followed comicsgate. Right before he's reviewed The Last Jedi Blu-ray, I was there with World Class. I subbed to him, I subbed to Jeremy, and I subbed to Ethan. And I did not like what they said about him in his comic, calling him an actual Nazi. Now, I think he might have some friends that really have an agenda and uses that to their advantage. So, and I wish him success on Sciver Frog, but I do not wish him success on the Fail campaign at all. Oh, great, Daddy, you're making us look that way too. I'm just kidding. Yeah, what does that prove? I said the harshest SJWs, and then ones that want to deplatform probably are for charity themselves. I do not get how that's an argument. Stories by Irish. Throwing the heat, Irish. I love you, Irish. That's a great point. They aren't alpha anything. If they have to push an idea so much to convince others, it's fake. Right. All right. Hey, I would like him to get a movie. That's where they say I'm an anti. I am not anti. Hey, cousin Angel Yonkers. Yeah, I'd like to have you on the show soon. Yes, I wish him success. I want Cyberfrog to be a movie or an animated series, a video game. It's not going to happen when you constantly listen. Free speech doesn't in business. That's a conversation to be had. What is good for business and professionalism and respecting people over your rights? All I see is the exercising rights to do and say whatever you want, and that's it. And then don't call us out on it. There's tweets right now about me being a maxi pad. Oh, that's real nice, Angus. Yeah, Angus, you've shown your true colors. Definitely. I'm not playing softball. Listen, he behaves on the show. That's why I've had him on for so long. If you want to know the real truth about Angus, he behaves on the show. And am I friends with people that I disagree with? Yes. I don't. As long as they behave on the show and they can have a conversation, he's had intelligent conversations in the past. What he does 24/7 on Twitter and the rest of the internet, not so much. Not so much. I'm not mad enough because I saw their arguments and there's nothing there. There's nothing of substance. if there's an actual conversation, if you want to criticize me without saying, where's your, what do they say when they're criticized? Where's your balls? Okay. I've just been interacting with all of War Campaign and the con artist Pro Secret Little Caesar all night. And, I don't see anything of worth or any actual arguments. Just to show you the proof, let me get to, hold on a second. I'll show you the proof that there's no legitimate arguments that they have. Featuring my man Angus. Yeah, featuring my man Angus. Let's get to his comments. You want to see what the Angus has to say? Nothing of value. No legitimate arguments about the behavior. Let me see. Thanks, Brian Hill. Yeah, I'm still standing. They say I'm whining. What do you do about alpha dogs? Don't have to talk about women all the time, even if they're not for feminism. They do not have to talk about it 24/7. They don't. Hey, I'm not a fan of Gail Simone. I respect her right to do her work and not just harass her. Is it harassment? Yes. Is all you do with your free speech is crap everywhere. I'm going to call you out on it, exercising my free speech. That's all it is. I didn't say cancel you. I said be better with your free speech. Do something worthwhile. All right, let me get to my boy Angus. See if he has, maybe you agree with him. Let's see if he has a point. So when we review his comments on my last video, tell me in the chat if you think he's legit, he has a valid argument, or he's just talking out of his. All right? Let me share. Okie dokie. Oh, I don't know if you could see it. Hold on. All right. Maybe that's better. Okay. Do you even know who Gail was before looking at a couple CG channels or the comic book hit, Max? You're getting as bad as the quartering. No, I'm not. Quartering back down because he was worried about people unsubbing and lose. I don't back down. No. And I do know who Gail Simone was because I remember early on when Ethan was complaining about her. I said I'm not a fan, but she doesn't. Does that mean she deserves what she got on her YouTube? It's very. If you want to see the real truth, actually, we might do that next. I might go to that Gail Simone video just to get a glimpse in all of comicsgate dogpiled. Is dogpiling a thing? Is dog whistling a thing? Yes. You know who really does dog whistling is the quarter. What do they call him? The quarter bounder or the comic book cut, the punching bag. I think that's, well, I don't like people. I don't like people getting hit. No, I don't like that. So I don't like that one. Comic book cut. I don't think that's a good one. But what does he do? I'm telling you not to go interact with this person. That's a dog whistle to do exactly what he said. That's exactly what he's doing. All right, so let's get to the Angus's comments. And then I responded, I know the arguments against her, that she injected social justice characters into comics, that the writing is bad, and EVS and your boy Zach do not like her. How does that justify dogpiling on her on Twitter and YouTube? Let me see. I also heard she called some fans racist and homophobic. I don't agree with overusing that term. Still doesn't justify how Comicsgate and YouTube dogpile on her and the comments on her appearance. Now, I am calling a lot of this fandom homophobic because that's all they joke about. All they joke about constantly, putting people in that situations and then using it as an aggressive way, puts people's images and faces on it in an aggressive way to laugh at it. If your tweets were in your movies, you would be complaining. Isn't that ridiculous? if directors of movies put what you do on Twitter in movies, you would be complaining about forced stuff in entertainment. You're forcing it into the social media sphere with all your crap. All right. Okay, and getting back to you are indoctrinated into these comic book pros when you don't know the whole story. Do you know both sides? Or are you absolutely positive these pros were taken out of the industry because they were right wing or because of bad behavior? That still needs to be proven. Should you take people on their words when all they use with their words is memes? Hey, Snow, I reached out to Ro and Panboy. I'll have EVS on if he wants. I don't think he wants to. He could come. I don't think he wants to come for this one. This one's hot. The People's Champ doesn't want to talk to me or be on my stream. I wanted him on too. Listen, Snow. I'm more than welcome to have them on if the first thing out of their mouth is, I'm here for your hole. If that's all you have to say, I'm not extending my show to them anymore after how I see they interacted with Lunga. There was not one thing that was discussed. It was just nonsense. Just nonsense. Hail, hail, fail, fail. When they do something valid with their free speech, they're more than welcome. Are they going to actually have a debate, or is it going to be fronting like you're a big dog? They are not big dogs. They're not. I trolled them on that video like they trolled the whole internet, and I'm still happy about it. Yeah, ask. He went on. Lunga, do you think it's worth it? All right. They're not interested in talking, just barking. Yeah, at a certain point, Longo was just like, I'm out. This is stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And I gave them an open invitation. So, all right, let's get back to Angus's comments. So he can't say what they're doing is right, so he's got to attack me. Laugh out loud. Got a white knight for Whammon now, Max. Who does he sound like? Angus doesn't like Jeremy. He sounds like Jeremy now. I miss you when you had balls instead of just running against the grain on every single thing for attention. No, I don't like a-holes. Across the board, I don't like a-holes, and people that do this is the reason that people leave fandom. And all that's left are the a-holes. Not anymore. I'm the mother effing line. I'm the line. Okay? No more leaving fandom because people are actually toxic. Don't call us toxic. Okay, that's not the question anymore. Are you toxic? Don't call us toxic. Are you toxic? Exactly, Snow. That's what I want too. I want comicsgate to succeed. I want Ethan to succeed. I want anti-comicsgate to be able to do their comics too, indie comics. And I want DC and Marvel to do better too. Okay? There is room for everybody. There is room for everybody. And all I've seen from them is bad behavior and throwing comics in a fireplace. I don't like that on either side. That's disgrace to me. Just like cutting heads off Star Wars toys and burning DVDs and Blu-rays. You bought them first. You're there for the clicks, and that's it. A lot of apples. I get what you're saying, Snow. I get what you're saying, but a lot of apples are rotten. A lot are, and people ignore it for their time to shine. What the hell, Trav28? Yeah, in line. I'm serious about fandom. That's what I've been trying to do. I'm like the Dark Knight of YouTube. I call out crap and a-holes on fandom. Disney and Kathy are not the biggest problems in fandom now. It's because right-wing SJWs came onto the scene to exploit it. They are the new Anita Sarkeesians. Yes, they absolutely are. They twisted it. They're so reliant on this anti-SJW videos that they do it about everything, to the point where I would not listen to fans. I would not listen to fans. Would you? Why would you listen to fandom anymore? I've thought about it, but I would like. I think. Speaking of a-holes that go across the line, I think about trying to ruin a man's career over a disagreement is across the line, and I would like an apology there before I collab with him again. Not an apology for making fun of me and my friends. I think saying ruining someone's life, career, is crossing the line. Yeah, they're the new Arnita Sarkeesians. It's just instead of the left or the right. This is exactly what this is. They're the next joke. And I've been calling it out for a long time. I told you this was going to happen. Okay, so Angus responds, "You're just a puppet of anti-CG. So sad." No, you're the Comic Pros puppet. You're the Comic Bros puppet. Okay? And then he can't actually defend the behavior. He just has to say, they're still saying stop crying about war campaign. I'm not crying about it. I'm making a video. You're the ones crying on Twitter right now. Here, you think I'm afraid? Here's an open invitation to Little Caesar's hot and ready bullshit. If he wants to settle it, come on the show, or if he wants me to come on his show, I will come on his show. I'm not going to the Fudge campaign because they have nothing worthwhile to say. And you want to know what? Trying to say that you know what? Hold on a second. Trying to say that they're not linked to the war campaign, the fail campaign, failing comicsgate is what they've done. Just think of where comicsgate would be without the fail campaign. And the whole hashtag blame war campaign is done to take heat off EVS. Are there links to him and war campaign in their behavior? Absolutely. I've seen proof. I've seen live stream clips. And then I've seen Twitter today and how he defends them. Stop whining and be a man. Okay, you're not a man if you say respect people and respect women. But you are a man if you make videos and whine about women all day long. I think they need a lesson in being a man and alpha dogs. Okay? I don't see men spending all their day on, go spend time with your wife, EVS. You want me to throw real heat? I did like 2 hours on Twitter and I left. EVS, you want me to throw some real heat at you? Go spend time with Andrea instead of laughing at homophobic jokes by your fail campaign. She deserves it. I think Andrea's a nice lady. Take her to another Ricky Valley concert or something. And leave these fail campaigners to fail on their own. Think about what it could have been without the fail campaign. Think about it. Hold on a second. Now that's going to get me hot. That's going to get it real hot in here. When I said that, I said I am for him being successful. I'm not for this nonsense. And me exercising my freedom of speech commenting on your freedom of speech is still freedom of speech. And I'm not anti anything except anti a-hole. Okay? Fail, brothers and sisters. Fail the Little Caesars in his hot and ready bullshit. Oh, here, Jabba the, you know what? Great use of your free speech, brother. Fail, brother, fail. That's all you have to say? All right. Okay. Getting back to the Angus. Wow, people make jokes. So he is crying in my comments section. They're saying I'm crying. I didn't say that. I don't like it on the internet. They can't possibly trust it to know what they're talking about. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Why do I say I don't trust them? Because look what their activity is on the internet. Why would you trust someone that does all that? No, I don't trust Angus. I don't trust War Campaign. I think comicsgate would be better without them. Am I saying cancel them? I'm saying behave, failed campaign. Stop failing all over the place. Will I still buy Cyberfrog in the future? I want to read it. I want to buy it, and I want to buy it. I don't want to get it for free or steal it. Nothing like that. I don't want to burn it. I want to buy it and keep it. So take that. Oh, I'm an anti, though. I'm an anti. No. And why do I not buy every comicsgate comic? Because I want to buy stuff I'm interested in. Cyberfrog looks cool to me. Cyberfrog does look cool to me. He's just pissed off because I told him that he's not the next Stan Lee in my last video when I said free speech. What do you do with your free speech? And with great power comes great responsibility. That's one of Stan Lee's most famous sayings. One of the most important sayings in comics. If you really care about comics, what was that? if you only, what was I saying? He doesn't care about the responsibility. That's for sure. Just everything's a joke. Yeah. Snowdub can behave most of the time, except when certain levels of cringe to him. He thinks, oh my goodness. I'm Kermit's YouTube mom. Oh my, Kermit, you behave on Twitter, on the internet, please. Please. I saw some things I'm not too happy with Kermit though either, but you know what? He's still my friend. And I think he has a great voice. I just want to talk to him about movies sometime again. But oh boy. Yeah, I'm not afraid to talk to people that want to have a conversation. Okay, so this is the funny part. I'm not bringing up his twits again. I'm not bringing up Angus's twits. I'll just read it to you. Wow, people make jokes. I don't like the internet. They can't possibly trust it to know what they're talking about. That's right. I'm making a judgment call based on how you use your free speech. And then so Gail Simone has a rabid Twitter mob of SJWs to defend her. While also being a plant of the AT&T conglomerate, she doesn't need white knighting. She's not helpless. She led a harassment campaign to guilty C to rehire her because of her gender. This is where I absolutely lost it with Angus. I'm like, are you serious? You're saying that she has a rabid Twitter mob of SJWs. What is the War Campaign? The exact same thing on the other side. Are you serious? And he's complaining about harassment. She led a harassment campaign. What? Hypocrite! Angus, you're a hypocrite. Oh my God. And then he says, I'm delusional. We don't harass anyone. We hit back when people start. You are delusional along with your little Caesar. They're attacking us. criticism and review is attacking our business. What are they saying about Anna right now? Are they saying they're probably, well, I didn't watch Jeremy's whole video. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Well, he wrote it, didn't he? Okay, Bianca, I gotta watch your review. But what are they doing about Anna right now? Twit world problems. Thank you, Twitter. Sometimes Twitter works out. If I don't have to listen to that Twit girl and her nonsense on Twitter, it's a good day. This is the best week of Twitter. I hope she doesn't get back for a full week. And what are they complaining? How would they spin this? How would they spin this? SJWs are attacking our business. If your whole business is social media and the internet, and you can't control yourself, thank you, Twitter. Thank you, Twitter. Twit world problems. Now, the hater stream. I got some haters. I got some new stuff to talk about. And I'm going to bait Jeremy. And we're going to talk about women. We're going to debate about how you should treat women in the entertainment industry and on social media. So, Jeremy loves to talk about women, and we're going to talk about identity politics. That's what I want to talk to Jeremy about. Is he going to wuss out? I could play the audio clip, and you better not unfollow me. That goes for you too, comic book pro, con artist. You better not unfollow me. You afraid of a conversation? They're still liking Stop Crying About War campaign. I'm not crying. I want to talk to people that know how to exercise their free speech and actually say something. That's all. All right, let me get to the comments. I think that's fair. I don't think we have the next Stan Lee for a very long time. Well, we know it's not Ethan because Stan Lee would not. Was for the fans, but he would never, even people he didn't like in the industry, do this kind of stuff or endorse it. And yes, the war campaign is absolutely, because what happened today? EVS white knighted for the war campaign. He took care of his little fanboys. Alpha dogs. Hail, brothers. Hail. Hail, brothers. Let's Photoshop a bunch of situations with dildos. And am I calling them homophobic? Absolutely, yes. I asked them, you mean 100% of war campaign loves gay pride, or are you mocking it? Oh wait, now some of them removed the rainbow flag. Some of them removed it after I made that comment. Some of them removed it. Let me check. And you know what, Angus, you're only welcome back on this show when we could talk about your behavior. You want to know why the War Council was canceled? It's because Angus couldn't have a real conversation, and then he wants to call someone else a pocket, whatever. I'm calling Angus that. Angus, that's you. That's you, Angus, because he wanted to talk to you on a live stream and have an actual conversation. So, Angus, you're back. You're welcome back on the show when we talk about what you've done. Yeah, he doesn't. Snow Dub's on his own man. Hey, we'll be the first to agree. Snow Dub doesn't like everything I say, and I don't like everything he says. But we're still friends. We're still friends. Okay? Some of the things I'm uncomfortable with, he does. Some things he does, I'm uncomfortable with. Some of the things I do, he's uncomfortable with. We've discussed this behind the scenes. That doesn't mean we're not going to talk. Does that mean I'm an SJW? No. and SJW would stop talking to him. I'm not going to stop talking to him, and he's not anti-SJW. Well, he might be a little bit, but he doesn't consider me an SJW because he still talks to me, and and I tell him, feel free to criticize me, feel free to make a video response, and I still tell Snow Dub, and I'll tell Angus that too. If he's too much of a pocket to come on my show, make a rebuttal video and use facts instead of where's your balls and stuff like that, and pocket whatever. And you're a liar. Tell me what you're lying about. Use actual facts. Okay? I invite you all to make a rebuttal video. I'll go and give it a thumbs up, even if I don't agree. All right. Okay, let me see here. Jeremy has no line. He has no line that he won't cross for clicks. Well, maybe he does have some line. He does have some line, but he also called for his own campaign. All right. All right, let me see. Yes, exactly. He doesn't. All right. Hey, Snow Dub is not afraid to have a conversation. He's the other reason the hater stream's back on. He's going to talk to Jeremy. Is Jeremy going to back out just because I've been giving heat to him and his behavior about diversity? Go ask Jeremy on Twitter if he's going to back out. Go ask him. And an open invitation to Ethan, or if he wants me to come on his show, I will come on his show. If the war campaign's not there, I don't want to deal with them. I'll talk to people that can talk, even though he vouches for them, which he shouldn't. He should not vouch for them. That is the majority of the problems in comicsgate. Everything leads back to fail campaign. Okay? If he wants me to be on his show, I will do that. Absolutely. I like the people's champion, but I'm not afraid to go there. I'll talk to him. Listen, Mike, I like you voicing your opinion, but he's here in the conversation wanting to have a conversation himself without saying I'm here for that. So give him credit. Okay? All right. I like this. I want to use this on Twitter myself. Twit World Problems. Oh, wait, I forgot the best thing. I watched Angus's video and he said, I hate grifters. Can you believe that? He said, I hate grifters. And you know who else was in his comment section? The blockhead Stephen Walton. I'm out. Mic drop. I hate grifters. And Stephen Walton were in Angus's, and I didn't thumbs it up. Here's the other thing. If I don't like your content, I won't unsubscribe. I don't normally unsubscribe, okay? If I don't like your content or your take, I won't even thumbs it down. I just won't comment. I'll be like, okay. Or I will comment, and that's it. I don't thumbs down, I don't thumbs up, and I don't unsubscribe. But that was legit hilarious. Him and Stephen Walton, the writer's blockhead. Yes, they called me a grifter today. I hate grifters. Yeah, I think it was No Way that said it on Twitter too. Grifters. Wow. Okay, I don't know what else I could say about this. I'm happy you all tuned in. Am I mad? No. It's ridiculous, the hypocrisy, and I'm not anti, except anti a-hole. On the left to the right, to the right, to the left. Anti a-hole. And I love Stanley's saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Be responsible and use respect for people over your free speech. And that's all. Bye, everyone. Bye, Ethan. Go to another Freaky Valley. Take Andrea out instead of talking to these fail campaigners. Let the fail campaign be in its misery by itself.